Tonight, I interview comedian Caleb Hearon.
I do my male podcast. Every single week it comes out. I'm no hero. I'm just a regular guy. Dr. Pepper's non-binary.
Now more than ever, it's important to listen to white male podcasters.
My activism's totally about myself.
The comedian answers the questions on everyone's mind.
Your two most recent guests have been George Santos
People accuse me of having no empathy.
and Anna Delvey.
Baby doesn't have anything, I don't know.
So you can understand I'm like, where do I fit into this?
And where do you fit into this?
Well, no indictments presently, but I guess I'm open to it.
Ziwe News Network starts now.
Caleb, you're one of the most decorated young comedians from the great state of Missouri. Where does Missouri fit on the Kinsey scale?
Oh boy. We're trying to pull it gay. Missouri used to be a purple state, so it used to be kind of bi. Now it's like plus 22 red. So I would say on the Kinsey scale, like as close to zero as you can get.
You have bi erasure, I've noticed. You don't believe that bi people.
I do believe that bi people exist. I have grown a little weary of hearing from them.
What are you hearing from them?
Well, pretty much anything. They won't stop. They've always got something to say. I just think it's more.
What?
I think it's more compelling to hear from gay people or even straight people who aren't riding the fence. Are you bi?
I don't out me.
Yeah, okay.
According to Wikipedia, you came out after college.
Wikipedia is wrong about that, I guess. I came out during college.
You came out during college.
I did a Facebook status.
And what did the Facebook post say exactly? I want a screenshot.
It was so self-important. It was like, first of all, I came out as bisexual.
That's why you hate them.
No, that's not.
It's
hate.
actually like a villain.
Don't put hate into my mouth, Ziwe. No, I came out as bisexual because it felt safe. And that's all I'll say about that. It was very self-important. It was like, now more than ever, we need to come together despite our differences. Like, it was political in nature.
So your hit podcast, So True, is currently streaming on HeadGum platforms. Marry, Kill, Joe Rogan, Jake Paul, Theo Vaughn.
Right, okay, so I guess I would marry Theo Vaughn.
Why?
Because he's just always got some stupid little thing to say. And I think on boring days, it would be like, I just kind of wind him up and let him say stupid shit around the house. That seems like a good marriage.
That's what marriage means to you?
You want someone to say silly things. Don't you think, in the boring moments, someone who can make it a little interesting?
I mean, I never thought of marriage as whispering stupid little nothings to each other, but I think that that's not inappropriate.
Did that not warm your heart a little bit just to say that, though? Kind of beautiful.
Did.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
So I would marry Theo Vaughn. I would f the Paul brother just because he's probably the most like objectively attractive of the crew in my opinion. And then I would just in the game, I would kill Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Why?
His politics, his energy, his following,
Okay.
his influence on the election.
Oh, okay.
That kind of stuff.
Got it.
Mm.
What's your nightmare podcast trio?
Honestly, probably like 3 gay guys I'm really close with.
Why?
Because then it'd be like, it's so much talking and everyone's trying to get a second. Me and 3 gay guys I'm really close with would be tough.
Because you wouldn't be able to get a word in.
No, I would always get a word in, but it's just the loud, obnoxious energy. And then you're going so far down the thing, you're like 5 layers away from reality. And you know how gay people are. We start
No,
to go
I don't
down,
know how gay people are. Can you explain?
You know how gay people are.
I don't know how gay people are.
Ziwe, you know how they are. I think 3 gay guys I'm really close with, we would go into our own little world. It would end up being a nightmare pretty quick.
I really want you to unpack your biphobia and gay friend male hatred.
I don't think it's biphobia that I have, and I don't think I have a hatred of my gay male friends. I do think I'm an observer.
Oh.
And I see what's going on.
And what is going on?
Well, gay guys get distracted and start talking in nonsense.
And if you were to impersonate a gay man, what nonsense are they speaking?
Totally. Will you give me a topic?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry. Katy Perry, she I fear. Not the mothership hitting the Pentagon with her album. Well, most gay guys wouldn't talk that way about her record, but...
Oh my gosh. Can you impersonate a gay man talking about gluten?
Gluten, I fear it's giving tummy issues, mama. Gluten, oh honey, not the gluten in the bread making I'm on the toilet all day long, sweetie. That's like how gay guys are, don't you feel?
No, I don't feel that way.
I know the gay guys you run around with, and they're a lot like that.
Name names.
No.
Coming up.
If Hollywood did an all-male reboot of Sex and the City, who would you cast as Carrie, Miranda, Samantha, and Charlotte?
I asked my Instagram followers who they think I am.
Who are you?
People said I was Charlotte. That hurt. She's like an intense virgin. Samantha, cool, slut, which is fun.
Got
Open
it.
to being a lesbian momentarily.
Got it.
Thought that was
Bi.
nice. Bi. But was she really?
You need help. You are a sick individual. Are you proud to be a male podcaster yourself?
Yeah, quite proud.
Could you say it back to me, please? Actually, to camera.
Yeah. Hey guys, I'm Caleb Hearon, and I am deeply proud to be a male podcaster. Like on Disney.
What was the sign?
Like on Disney.
Yeah, but what is that?
I tried to do an M with a P on the end. I'm deeply proud to be a male podcaster.
And do you believe that every man has a right to share his thoughts with the world, regardless of his intellect or his quality of audio equipment?
I think men have a right to share their thoughts with the world. I think we have an obligation to mostly not listen.
Oh.
I think really the only men we should be listening to are like, well, there was Mr. Rogers, but he's passed. And
So
then,
your first example is a dead man.
yeah, well then there's Barack Obama. He's really good at speaking, so I like listening to him talk. Not obsessed with all the ideas that come out of that one, but I love
Oh my
the
God,
talking.
not that one.
That guy, that speaker, you know.
Barack Obama.
Barack Obama.
The first black president.
The first black president. And then me.
Oh, and yourself. So
Yeah.
you put yourself in the same category as Barack Obama, that guy, Mr. Rogers, and Caleb Hearon.
Would you not put me in their class?
Tell me what you have in common with Barack Obama.
Barack Obama, suave, lived in Chicago briefly, political, interesting, loves Al Green, kind of a decent singer. You ever seen that clip of him singing Al Green?
You sound like a stan.
I stan him. I do think he's a very charismatic, charming, interesting guy. I do think, there was some stuff going on. There was some stuff going on with, drones. I don't love that part.
Oh,
I don't love what he was doing with all that. But him singing Al Green, you gotta admit, pretty good.
I noticed that you just whispered drones.
Right.
Okay. Do you think that male podcasters are a community that deserve to determine the election?
Well, no, I wouldn't have that be happening personally. If I could make the world different, I wouldn't have, Joe Rogan, the Paul brothers, and all those guys impacting U.S. democracy. But I guess that is where we're at.
Is that the country we deserve?
Oh, probably deserve. Yeah, I think it's a pretty rough way to start a country the way that we did it. But yeah, probably what we deserve.
And what was the rough way that this country started, to be clear?
Right. So I would go ahead and say slavery,
Oh,
the
okay.
genocide of Native American people.
Got it.
I would consider that to be rough.
Rough.
Yeah.
I love that adjective.
Yeah. Which one would you prefer?
No comment. How would you describe your specific audience to political consultants hoping to sway future elections?
My audience is already doing what we'd like them to do. My
Really?
audience is like a lot of nice lesbians.
Nice lesbians.
Nice lesbians, non-binary baristas.
Got it.
A lot of the pronoun crowd, I've got them. Anybody experimenting in the pronoun space, they're kind of locked in with me.
Oh, and lockstep.
They're lockstep.
And what about you speaks to that community? Oh, okay.
Well, gay,
Gay.
right? So that'll be part of it. A lot of those people are fat.
Got
okay?
it.
So there's a fat component to
Okay,
it.
gang.
They see in me somebody authentic and sweet. And so they're already voting the way that they're supposed to be. And they've already got their funny haircuts and they already know how to make a latte. So they've got their part of the world locked down.
Okay. Can you address those that seek to silence a man's right to podcasting?
If you seek to silence a man's right to podcasting, what you have to understand is that it would deeply affect my life and financial situation. So I would ask you to consider if you want to hurt a nice gay guy like that.
Okay, so you identify as a nice gay guy.
I do, yeah. Do you not think I'm a nice gay guy,
I
Ziwe?
have no opinions. I noticed that you're very good at clapping back at people who comment on your posts.
Oh, I try not to, but I do have a talent for it, yeah.
Yes.
I can't. It's within me, yeah.
You once said that you would shoot a fan in the face, I believe, on your podcast.
A guy told me a couple months ago on the internet. He said, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but this guy looks to me like he broke into a bakery and ate all the pies. I wanted to reply and be like, okay, the gun.
As a nice gay guy, you threatened to shoot someone in the face.
Well, sometimes writers like me, intellectuals, we speak in metaphor and simile.
Oh, and what does that simile mean in this case?
I think, it's the idea of using violence to address your haters. It's not the actual execution of violence.
Democrats, Republicans alike are trying to find their base. What is your advice for reaching male audiences in this podcast space?
My advice for Democrats, Republicans are already kind of finding an angle on it. Don't tell people the economy is going well when they can't pay their rent. Make people's lives better. Make their groceries more affordable. But I guess if you want the real answer, or the silly podcast answer, it'd be like, talk about football and barbecue. But I think, like, seriously.
Wait, why did you say that?
Because that's like, I think there is this conception that like men are like these like basic, like stupid creatures who just want to like talk about dumb stuff. But it's like, well, no, most men, just like most women and most trans people and most people in the country in general, are working class. And a lot of the Democrats' last message was actually the economy is going great, but it's not.
I love that. I think, firstly, you kind of ate that. You tore. And
Tore.
Gay cam.
By the way, gay cam. Not him eating that and tearing, honey. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Coming up.
Anything tough that you want to apologize for?
You want me to apologize for slavery? Oh, I'd be happy to. Sorry. Our bad on that
Say
one.
it like you mean it.
I do mean it. I mean, obviously wish it hadn't happened, but yeah, I wasn't around.
But was your family around?
Yeah, I mean, everyone's family was around. Who knows what they were up to? Do hate slavery, though, personally.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you about some cis-het male American icons. And can you tell me how you can support their right to express their masculinity? Pod Save America boys.
Pod Save America, guys. I would say if the goal of the pod is to save America, you boys have got a lot of work to do.
That's affirmative?
I would get into the workshop. There's work to do, boys. Get on those mics and start saving it.
Okay, Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson? Tucker, nobody is seeing through those faggy little bow ties, honey. That's nice, because he doesn't want people to think he's gay, but he's still doing the faggy little bow ties. So I would say, Tucker, keep at it, brother. No one's suspecting a thing. Keep wearing those faggy little bow ties and doing that coiffed little haircut.
And is it okay to say the F word like that?
Oh, of course.
Why?
Well, because he's being faggy.
Okay. And what does that mean?
You know what it means, Ziwe. Why don't you tell me what it means? What does being faggy mean, Ziwe?
I don't know. I've never heard that word before in my life.
Ziwe.
Caleb.
You're something else.
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. Stop with the jumps. They're so... Have you seen the jump? They're a little faggy. Ziwe.
Caleb.
You wanted to say it so bad.
No, I would never say that
Just
word.
for the interview. I think it would be really good for views. You're a person who understands the power of a view and a click.
That's
Why
true.
don't you say faggy
All right, let's say it the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
I thought you were braver than that. I really did.
Wait, can you say the Kevin that you have given me permission to say this word?
Oh, totally. Ziwe has permission to say it. And in fact, I think it would be in these times when queer people need solidarity and support from all of our allies, I think it would be hurtful for you not to say it on camera right now.
Got it. Well, guess what? I'm not going to do it. Lindsey Graham.
Lindsey Graham. Well, I mean, you don't want me to talk about being faggy, but you keep bringing it up. I mean, come on. You talk about one of the faggiest people to ever walk this earth. Lindsey is one of the more spineless of the Republican
Yeah,
cohort.
attack him for his qualities.
Being spineless can be a very gay quality.
Got it.
There are spineless gay people.
Like?
Spineless gay people?
Yeah, name names.
Oh, God. Well, you hang out with a lot of... No, I'm kidding. But you want me to affirm them, right? So I would say, okay, Lindsey Graham, don't ever let being cowardly, spineless, and almost certainly in the closet stop you from going on the news and talking the way you talk, queen.
Can I tell you?
I wish
I'm
you would.
very bad at identifying like what sexuality someone is.
Here's what I'll say. I'm not identifying their sexuality necessarily. When I say that they're being faggy, I don't necessarily mean that they're closeted.
Okay,
It's a squares and rectangles situation.
Got it.
Some of them are probably also closeted, like Lindsey Graham.
Okay.
Fagginess, to me,
Wow.
is the performance of masculinity and uprightness and conservativeness and family values that is so clearly put on. The performance of butch with a lot of these guys, to me, is just giving, it's coming from a place of, these are guys that every man I grew up with would have shoved into a locker. J.D. Vance, putting on a flannel shirt that you clearly just got from LL Bean and rolling the sleeves and giving a stump speech on a hay bale when you went to Yale and Harvard, to me, that's a little faggy.
Wow.
It's drag.
Okay, got it. I understand where you're coming from now, more than before.
More than before.
Donald Trump, is he part of that?
Donald Trump is one of the gayest people I've ever seen.
Elaborate.
Donald Trump is old school gay. Because, you know, gay guys used to be mean before media training.
And they're nice now.
Gay guys are nice now. I mean, look at me. I do believe that bi people exist. I have grown a little weary of hearing from them. What would I say to Ben Shapiro? A lot of people are short, unattractive, and annoying. You talk about one of the f***iest people to ever walk this earth. You're gonna have trouble getting this episode monetized on YouTube.
Oh, honey, I'm gonna bleep the out of what you're saying.
You're gonna bleep every one of those?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I'm an artist. I'm a perfect sweetheart. I've been nothing but kind on the show. Donald Trump is old school gay where he, you know, he should have been like a red carpet fashion advisor or something.
Got it.
He should have been standing on the side and being like, that dress, honey, I don't think so. That would have been amazing. I would have watched every night. Instead, He ran for office on a platform of mass deportation.
Got
So
it.
that's where things got tricky, obviously. But I do think he's very gay.
Andrew Tate?
He's walking around in a Speedo, like talking about other men's physiques and like smoking on cigars, which are pretty phallic.
Smoking on cigars is phallic.
The way they puff it, doesn't it evoke a little bit? Don't you? You kind of look at it and you go, okay, someone wishes that was a dick. Don't you think? I think a lot of people are going to resonate with this. I think your listeners know exactly what I'm talking about. Guys who smoke cigars, it's just a little like, okay, what is this? The Sopranos?
Okay.
Anyway, I digress, Ziwe.
Would you like to out anybody?
A lot of the people you run around with. Ziwe.
Oh my gosh, okay, that's the end, that's the end, that's the end. What is worse for society, male-driven podcasts or cancer?
I don't feel comfortable joking about cancer.
Oh, you don't feel comfortable joking about cancer. You joked about drones on a wedding.
Yeah. Cancer's a different thing. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just it'd be funny if that's where I drew the line. Yeah, cancer's bad though. I don't support it.